With less than 50 days to Election Day, grassroots politics is all about personal interaction. John McCain's Hillsborough County co-chairman Mark Sharp calls it a campaign cornerstone.
It's the basic elements that are essential if you're going to have an effective campaign.
Across the Tampa Bay area, thousands of McCain volunteers hit the streets in support of their party. Whether it's waving at passing cars or knocking on doors, the goal is simple: gain voters.
It really creates a kinship, which we hope the voters will remember when they go and vote, and it can make all the difference.
Back in the neighborhoods, it's all retail politics as volunteers try to reach the more than 40% of Florida's registered voters who live along the I-4 corridor. As political experts point out, whoever takes the corridor also will win Florida. Florida Focus repeatedly tried to follow volunteers for Democratic presidential candidate Barack Obama, but the Obama campaign never returned our calls. For Florida Focus, I'm Ashley Smith. For 67 years, the Tampa Fire Department has called an old red brick building on Zack Street home. Captain Jace Cohan is a 23-year veteran of the department. He says the idea for a fire museum took nearly a decade to come to life.
We've leased this building for $1 a year, and it is only to be used as a museum.
Restored to its original 1911 look, the museum now showcases a 1949 Mack-style fire truck, a wall full of firefighting equipment, old fire hoses, and even a giant fire extinguisher.
We also have a memorial room that's dedicated to Tampa firefighters who lost their life in the line of duty.
Today we use cell phones in case of emergency. We simply dial 911 and help arrives in a matter of seconds. But back then, people had to find a call box like this one, open the door, and pull the lever and wait for help to arrive. And with switchboards like this one, fire crews were dispatched immediately. For more information, visit tampafirefightersmuseum.org. For Florida Focus, I'm Ashley Smith.
After 1 week of practices, Bulls head football coach Jim Levitt spoke to the media during Sunday's Fan Fest. Coach Levitt spoke about the overall state of the team.
We got a chance to have a decent team. We're going to have a good team sometime this year. I just don't know. I don't know how early it'll be. We're talented, but I just don't know when that'll happen.
Defensively, the Bulls have some holes to fill. With arguably the best cornerback tandem in Mike Jenkins and Trey Williams making plays in the NFL this year, the Bulls are going to need guys like junior Jerome Murphy to step up.
We got a lot of young kids in some important positions. We've got some new kids in important positions.
Defensive coordinator Wally Burnham also commented on last season's breakout player, George Selvey.
George looked like an All-American yesterday. He really stepped it up and had a great practice, and he's ready to play. He could play today.
Offensively, the Bulls bring back 10 starters from last season. Coordinator Greg Gregory talked a little about having so much depth on the offensive side of the ball.
The competition level is high. I mean, real high. And I think they know that if I'm maybe listed as a starter, but I slack off a little bit, the guy behind me very easily the next day may be the starter.
Reporting for the Oracle, Michael Walter.
It was a long wait for University of South Florida students as they waited in line outside the Sundome for the first big event of the semester, Roundup.
Roundup is one of the largest things that happens all year at USF. Over 10,000 students come into the Sundome and come to a student organizational showcase. Over 100 student organizations here.
Over 100 student organizations set up booths, passing out information while hoping to gain new recruits. Among those is student government.
Our whole job is just to get out there and represent for students, to do that, to be the voice of students for everything that we can.
Roundup is part of the Week of Welcome, geared towards getting students involved in campus life. And that's just what freshman Caitlin Casson plans to do.
Yeah, definitely. I want to get involved with CAB and with the Young Life program. Seemed really cool too.
From learning about different student organizations to meeting new people, the Roundup continues to unite all USF students. Inside the Sundome, I'm Ashley Smith, The Oracle. Today marked the start of another season for the University of South Florida Bulls football team with their annual Fan Fest at Raymond James Stadium.
It's great. It's really excited to get back into the USF football, and I'm really excited to meet Coach Levin and all the players.
This is the first time the Bulls are celebrating at the stadium. Offensive lineman Matt Huner says he enjoys the fan support.
It's a great time for our fans, and we like them to come out because we love our fans.
Fans participated in festivities like tossing the football with players and autograph signings with star quarterback Matt Grothe. The event only lasted a couple of hours, and lines were long as fans waited to see their favorite bulls. But that didn't stop this little fan from seeing his favorite bull.
Rocky.
Reporting for the Oracle, I'm Ashley Smith.